Chances are you've seen a Mission Impossible movie and heard the famous words, "This is your mission, if you choose to accept it." Well, this post is actually not about CIA agents, espionage, spies, but it is about missions, more specifically, life missions, and 6 clues to finding your life mission. Is your mission top secret? Maybe even from you? First, I think it's important to say a life mission is not necessarily big and grand. From an earthly perspective, that is. Do not judge yourself by the number of people you think you impact in this world. In other words, not everyone is meant to be an Oprah, Leonardo da Vinci, Mother Teresa, or Tom Cruise. Here's a thought to consider. Maybe you're already living your mission through the impact you're making on the lives of your children, your spouse, other family members, current work, colleagues. So if you don't feel the need to find a bigger life mission, I say, yay! Congratulations to you. And you can stop watching this video now. This post is for those of you who may be feeling a pull at your heart that's saying, I feel like there's something else I should be doing. My life is not fulfilling. I want to do more. I need to figure out my life's purpose. This post is for those of you who may have unconsciously decided not to accept your mission yet because you've listened to all the people who love you, perhaps parents, teachers, friends, spouses, etc., but not your own heart. This is for those of you who are still searching, still wondering, still dreaming, still looking for your mission impossible, which, by the way, if you choose to accept it, ends up being totally possible. I'm going to give you 6 clues. And before you balk at spending a little time on this, if you're still searching, then you need to do this. Sometimes we spend more time making a decision about what house or car to buy, planning our next vacation, or which pair of shoes to wear, than we do thinking about our life's path. That's crazy. Look at what you've been asking yourself. And if need be, change the question. Instead of, what should I do? Try asking yourself, what do I want to do? One of the marks of fulfilled and successful people is their enthusiasm for their job or business. When you're passionate about what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. It's fulfilling, it's fun, it's something you want to do. Think about what gets you excited. If money and other people's opinions didn't matter, what would you do? Seriously, this question is the bomb. Allow yourself to dream for just a few minutes. Let's pretend you have $100 million. You're in between vacations. You have some time to fill. You have a cook, a housekeeper, a landscaper, a chauffeur. You're up to date on all your favorite TV shows. Your kids are happily otherwise occupied if you have them, or your pets. How would you want to spend your time? Paint, garden, bake, do crossword puzzles, play with puppies, redesign your backyard? Jot down everything that comes to mind. Look back. What did you love doing as a child? What did you dream about becoming? Hint, before you or someone else decided it was not something you could do. You may need to weed through this list a bit. It's probably safe to remove Fairy Princess if you only wanted this when you were 5, and since then you've decided that you don't even like wearing a tiara and are afraid of flying. But if it was all about the dresses, then maybe there's still a clue in there. Look at the things you love to do. Make a list. Things you do for fun. Include parts of your current job or life that you really enjoy. Hobbies, volunteer work, sports, arts, reading, eating. All the things you do simply because you enjoy them. What are you passionate about? What do you think about and find yourself searching for information about? What magazines do you buy? What blogs do you follow or newsletters do you subscribe to? What are your favorite conversation topics? Ones you could talk about forever. And by the way, don't worry about picking just one thing right now. Your current mission is to make a list, not evaluate the list. No pesky qualifying criteria or eligible parameters right now. Make a list of your talents. What things come naturally and easily to you? Often what we love to do is what we're gifted at. Now, that might not always be true. I love music and singers, but honestly, you don't want to hear me sing, not even in the shower. But I do love, love, love to read and write, and in both school and the workplace, my writing skills have always received recognition. So, what are you good at? You may want to ask people you trust what they think your best skills are. Often, other people see things in ourselves that we do not see. Are people telling you you have an eye for detail, a great sense of humor? What types of compliments do you receive? Write down the names of people you admire and why you admire them. Look at the list. What do they share in common? Are there certain qualities, characteristics, or type of work? Know that what you appreciate about others is also in you. You are attracted to these people, these qualities, because they speak to you and resonate with you. And if they speak to you, they might be a part of your path. Review your major life events, both the good and what you might consider to be bad. Sometimes the twists and turns of our lives are in fact signposts that lead us to our biggest and best way to contribute to the world. What have you done or overcome that you're proud of? What would you love to help others do and maybe overcome as well? For example, I have a friend whose son has diabetes. As a result of that, she eventually started working for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation and subsequently over the years has played a significant role in leading and raising funds for that organization. I'm so proud of her, and this is a great example of how a challenge led to an important life mission and a way for her to contribute in a larger way. Now it's time to pull it all together and solve your mystery. Start by reviewing all your clues. And then brainstorming, and I mean really brainstorming, that is by suspending all judgment momentarily. You can assess the practicality later. Notice which ideas make you feel excited, enthusiastic, energized. And ask yourself again, which ideas would you love to do, even for free? If you had $100 million, would you still want to do this? And step 5, if you have more than one passion and idea, try to rank them or just maybe look at a way to combine them. You know, for me, I always wanted to write a fiction novel, which I'm also working on. But the reality is I also enjoyed being a corporate trainer and writer. I'm doing both. There's no rules to say I must do one and not the other. They do complement each other. Let's talk about a few final clues or hints to uncovering your mission. Do not follow someone else's dream. Your parents, your spouse, your friends, teachers. It's your life, uniquely yours. And at the most deepest level, only you know what is right for you. The world's biggest success stories tend to be people who didn't follow what others expected. They followed their heart, their gut, their intuition, and the money and success followed them. Try to use a blend of both your talents and interests. It'll be an easier path to success. Take your time. Take some time to explore each idea, do some research, and see if after pondering it for a couple of weeks, it still seems like your dream career or life. And relax. There may not be, or isn't actually, a right answer. Sometimes we have to find out who we aren't before we can find out who we are. Give yourself permission to change your mind. You'll know you've picked wisely when you find yourself saying, I just feel I have to do this. I can't imagine doing anything else. I'd do this even if I wasn't paid. Stephen Covey, author of the bestseller The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, suggests asking yourself 3 questions. Do I like doing it? Am I good at it? Does the world need it? If you have a passion that you're good at, but the world doesn't need it, you've got a useless passion, says Covey. If you're focusing on what the world needs and sell out on your passion, you sell out what is uniquely you. But if you can make a living doing something that you're really good at and like, what a combination.